Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program.
Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIBofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
How you think you gonna get my respect? How you a man that can't keep your own spirit in check? That's the difference from rookies and vets. I tend to focus on the game, they rather complain to the reps. But life not a game of scrimmage. You get both your legs broken thinking you standing on chef business. We talking truth, I'm the best witness. I'd rather die than be left in this world. Y'all wanna be left in it. Talking about the laws done away with it.
Yo. Yeah. Say what's real.
My father figure keep me guided, I'm always protected. Not a single wrong, I don't ever get corrected. Light over my shoulders, tells from a priest. Take a Psalms 23 and sit your tail to a seat. Legendary in a way, but nothing like a tall tale. False gods set them up, they all fell. Fantasies, they all sell. Nothing in my time can compare to the timeless. The light behind my rhyme and the one who I get in line with. Ain't no other lane for this fire flame minister. Descended from a higher plane, ain't no higher name from the one. When a gun jam, I figure you know now. Divine power follow me, that's just how it be. I can testify for sure, my heart not pure, but still I get to see a day that I did not work for. Bodies dropping with the climate, gas raising on black faces. Still I'm the one who made it. I just be thinking when I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I go, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. With my conscience, I acknowledge that there is a higher power. Look at me. False idols never promise victory. You survive cause you was meant to. Stop the guessing, you a prized possession. Blessing from the sky, ain't no higher lesson. I'm a messenger, you should get with this rhythm. Gospel, you ain't gotta be poor with chains no more. Flip up your master plate, don't be captivated by your master space. The earth is yours, but first the one we know gon' have to pass away. Destiny, you part of a higher design. They tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. Coming at the wild child who made it through the birth canal. One shot, amazing how you missed the kiss of death. Life was in your step, people turned away from out this way, never coming back. Slipped and fell inside the cracks, landed on their back, but you 10 toes in the field, still in one piece, for real from the bottom, where all kind of brothers get easily killed. Rest in peace to them. You part of a higher design, they tell me the sight of his eyes like fire and wine. When I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. The Most High. Something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. I feel like everywhere I roll, something keep watching me. Something keep watching me. Most High. I said something keep watching me. Something keep watching me.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yashala. Yabashim Yashab Barakatham. Shalom to the nation. Welcome to yet another Sabbath class that the Lord made possible by preserving us alive to see another Sabbath day. Con? Get in the spirit. Get your minds right, man. Perk up. Sit up in your chair. Get your pens out. We already did this, man. Get your pens out. All right? Because the Christian's not giving up.
Nope.
Hold on.
Wait, you forgot your pen.
The Christian's not giving up. They wake up every morning and go, curse those Hebrew Israelites. I'll get you, Israelites. They spend 1/3 of their day studying our breakdowns so that they could go and complain about them.
Right. Thanks.
And you taking it for granted that you know these things. Gird up. All right. Class is better than the camp video. So I'm making excuses because we ain't been putting out a lot of camp video. Y'all know that I've been down, man. I seem stronger today, right? Yeah. So now we're going to get back to the word of the Lord, right?
Right.
With fervent zeal and energy, right? All that moving slow.
That's right, man.
All that moving slow is a wrap. Yo, I want to thank everybody that supports our camp.
The water.
It's brothers in other camps that mention us. It's wonderful people that donate to our ministry so that we can function. Yo, if the Cash App is rejecting you, it's because we had to change the Cash App format. They got some new 2024, some new rules. We had to refill out some forms. So the Cash App is migrating over. So just try again later if you wanted to donate to the ministry and it rejected your donation. Just try again later. Yaquaria, was you able to finally get through?
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, come. Let's be in the spirit here. If y'all follow us on the Clubhouse application, the name of our group is Sons of Thunder Israelites. We got edification for you you can't miss it.
Almost every day.
Every day. It's gonna get you through your work day.
Yeah, thanks.
Then we got class Tuesday, Thursday, tonight, Friday night, and Saturday morning. And yes, sister, tonight the PayPal is still good. And we drop members only content if you become a member of our YouTube. And we got constant edification on our Patreon and unique videos there also if you become a member of our Patreon. We doing the work. You're not just stuck being an Israelite. We have media for you and his brothers that's laboring to bring you this content.
That's right.
Okay?
Put in work.
All you got to do is tap in. Okay? I want to thank the people that support my ministry, our ministry. And I want to talk about a brother tonight named Daryl Hill.
Shout out to the brother Daryl.
Can you read this? Daryl Hill sends us emails since May 2022. He's been emailing us.
That's a while.
Daryl Hill's first email was, I've been following y'all for a minute. I need help getting fringes. That's step one. You know how brothers come in the truth.
Shout out to that brother with the fringes.
You know how brothers come in the truth. Once they say, yo, I want to put fringes on, it's the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Oh, yeah.
The rest is history. That's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Take off from that.
Now look what we said back then. We get our fringes from Amazon and sew them ourselves. We let him know how we fringe our shirts, right?
That's right.
That's 2022. Things have changed. Then he sent me an email and said, good evening. Matt, read that email, Doc.
Con. It says, "Good evening, Sons of Thunder Camp. I'm moving to Atlanta, and I was wondering if you could point me in the right direction to where a good apartment complex is that isn't far from camp. I don't know the area, so I would appreciate it. Thank you."
Now the brother want to come to camp and live near where we teach. Then he donated.
Shout out to that brother.
Shout out to Daryl Hill.
Then he donated
Shout
again.
out to that brother.
Then he donated again.
Shout out to that brother.
Then he wrote us a poem.
Oh,
and now he not Daryl Hill.
He not Daryl
He
Hill.
got a Hebrew name.
Yamir.
Look at that.
Shout out to brother Yamir.
It's brother Yamir now. And this brother has been writing us poems. And brothers know I've been saying, yo, we got to show the poems, right? But we always get caught up in the teaching and we never get to it. We not forgetting tonight.
Exactly.
All right, read Daryl Hill's poem.
And
From Saturday, March 16th of, I want to say this year.
Man,
it's more, but read this poem.
And Daryl Hill, maybe you need to come to camp and recite this poem because I may not give it the effect. I may not give it the effect he'd give it. You know what I mean? Because it's his poem, but I'll try my best. It says, in a lost society, some of the people therein have chosen to worship amethyst. Back in the day, Black Panthers fought held high and with closed fists. No wisdom for now. Mark this in 10 years from now. The therapist will have a therapist. Also in 10 years from now, we'll marvel to see what the state of the Brittany, Karen, and Sarah is. No peace in high rises metropolis or metaverse or an Oculus on the Oculus. Now that's them bars.
Read.
Prison sentence from the Lord's children will be no more once Edomites are in perfect submission.
That's nice.
I don't know what the Lord told that brother to put the spirit on him that I gotta write poems to SOT now. I'm just gonna read it and share it with the body that came on class for Sabbath class, guys.
No peace in high-rise metropolis or metaverse on the Oculus.
That's hard.
It's just cold. It's just cold.
Prison sentences for the Lord's children will be no more once Edomites are in perfect submission. Damn. And then he put the face. You feel me? You feel me?
He was feeling himself. He was
Brother
feeling himself
Yamir.
right in this.
And that's how you introduce his new Hebrew name, Brother Yamir.
Brother Yamir.
Brother Yamir,
Heavy.
How would you title him? Brother Yamir.
You gotta talk louder.
An
eloquent
Orator.
orator. Right, that's the word I was looking for. Brother Yamir, the eloquent orator.
He sent me another one on May 9th. He sent the camp another one on May 9th. Read this one out.
I'm reading it. How simple to live life as a man with history and traditional celebrations, centered around a new moon.
Oh, the brother's learning about the new moon now.
Shout out to that brother. Yamir. That's Yamir.
That's Yamir.
That's not Daryl. That's not Yamir.
Go ahead.
America, I won't get into semantics. My Lord is the same one as before. Days ago, battleship down. To the ocean floor when you're Titanic. Please refrain from all thoughts. America, your future sentence will be my favorite sentence.
Ooh.
Wow, no, that's heavy.
That's heavy.
The brother is deep with it.
It says, America, your future sentence will be my favorite census. If y'all don't know what a census is,
break it down.
A census is data that you collect of how many people are in your population. Now we know America is the daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Right? Happy shall you be. Right?
Right.
Hey, so America, your future census is gonna be our favorite census. That's deep. That is.
Man, turn that light off, man. Turn that light off, man. Turn that light off. We reading Brother Yamir. He wrote poems about Israel, man. Put that light back on. Turn that light off, man. Okay. It got to be one of these lights, man. We gotta get the ambiance flowing, man. Now turn that light off, man. Turn that light off, man. Yeah, man. We going into
Look at that.
Brother Yamir taking us to the spirit world with the poems, man.
To the spirit realm.
Hold on. We right back at it. We right back at it. Read the next poem from Brother Yamir, man. And now he got emojis. He's feeling it.
Con.
Read this.
It says, what a mind-bending conception when an animal sees its own reflection. In an instant, its aggressive inception, tries to fight against itself with a unique hatred. Thou shalt not hate thy brother. It's nothing to play with.
Now Yamir is learning that it's about our people. And we got to love one another desperately. He learned that.
Right.
Read on, read on.
It says, steps together is where my pace went. Like good in my days spent, the angels in heaven rejoice when the lost souls of the world repent.
That's scripture. Read.
To be more direct, Israel was the world within 144,000 to lead the tribes in the world away from sin.
Woo!
With a beautiful world to live with.
What a beautiful world to live in when 144,000 governing body of Israel is set up and all the tribes is in order, man.
What a beautiful world.
Who learned him that?
Yo,
that's beautiful.
But right, what moved the brother to write a poem about it and send it to us? We gonna rep Brother Yamir tonight, man. Oh, this one is called Israel Only. Hold on. Let me do this one.
Okay, Khan.
Because the brother started to feel bad and he's not doing well. And he went through something. Y'all gonna see that. It says, tonsil trauma brought on by bronchitis coughing. What you can't stop is now a new exhausting. I rock with SOT, iced out and still hold no punches. Yaju and his followers are roundabouts like school corner pizza lunches. Oh
my God. That's a hook. Boy, that's a crazy
Don
one.
DeMarco. What happened was Yamir seen a video where we was cooking Yaju and them.
I mean, straight slaughtering.
Yaju and his followers around about like school corner pizza lunches.
This brother's on fire, but he's not feeling well. He got bronchitis. He's not doing well. Y'all will all paint on a different canvas, teaching with meekness and understanding. The only way for the lost sheep to try to save them with light blocked out like tinted Ray-Bans. This game isn't a game that the prophets play in. Elevation, edification is spiritual, like trying to get Israel to Super Saiyan. But how sad, like the color purple. But ironically, still the Most High's favorite, olive with the skin tone of a raisin. We are thankful for the Lord of the house of David. Jeremiah told us Christmas trees are nothing to make a day with. Esther, what a woman to learn about. Oh, so he was on Purim.
Look at that.
He was on Purim.
He ain't missing.
He ain't missed Purim.
Some of y'all was missing Purim. Y'all was getting worldly again. He cut from a bronchitis, just dropping bars on the Purim lesson.
What? Esther, what a woman to learn about. I can't think of any woman greater. Esdras scriptures, wisdom, and chapters. Lord, how far shall this take us? Nowadays, when I watch the news, I thank the Lord whenever I see spaceships. A man of war became my favorite racist. He talking about the Most High God, because the Lord is a man of war. Where he learned that?
Exodus. He been reading the law.
I really don't have time for an atheist. Serve him if you want. If not, be comfortable being wasted spaces. Damn. Yo, they like that. They like that on the call.
Man, and Adawan, you know why the brothers able to do this? Because the scriptures say, what? If you following the commandments, right, you'll be able to bring forth exquisite
parables of your own. Somebody on the call said Salakia. Somebody on the call said Salakia. Okay.
The spirit is heavy, man. That's fire, brother Yamir.
Spaceships. Man, the world, my favorite race.
Then Brother Darrell sent a poem called Chemotherapy. Brother Darrell might be going through something. See, y'all don't know who the word touches when you diligently do your class. I'm talking to the brothers in my camp. You just do your class and do your lesson. You don't know who's watching that. You don't know what Israel is going through and how the Most High is trying to use you to comfort them. Right. This brother sent a poem named Chemotherapy, man. Can brothers read this, please?
Policies are meaningless in a world of broken philosophies. This is why I stay obtuse in my triangle with a straight back. This is the definition of my one holy angle. Had 2 forms of cancer back in 2015. Chemotherapy was my biggest war. One tour where I never trained before. Less is and less is more turned into a more is less. The doctors told me I needed more chemo to protect for me for my future steps. Never thought I'd witness a Kool-Aid colored red liquid. Slow drip over an hour and 45 minutes. With cords woven up with my chest at the finish. Chemo was strong. It killed 3 too. At the time, I wasn't able to see the wisdom in it. My reality, it was hard to see in it. But God brought me through it. Just a small sense to see what it looks like to see something with 4 isn't in it. This was my life to go from augmented to be segmented to feeling cemented. How do you learn to see what you've never seen before or even known? Every day in the hospital days, knocks at my door daily. Doctors and nurses just wouldn't leave me alone. But this same place, 70 days in the hospital, and my bed became my throne.
Because the brother woke up to the truth, he started to understand.
Wow, that is beautiful.
And then Daryl Hill donated.
That was ice cold.
And then Daryl Hill donated again.
All praises.
And then he sent me another
Israel
poem, man.
Yamir.
Brother Yamir says Marines to Army. That brother did work, man. He said this is a unique letter in its makeup, but this was designed by an Israelite to man. This was designed by an Israelite man to the scattered seeds of the son of Jacob through the teachings of good men online. The Wadi Yahweh Baba Kashah. That brother's complimenting. He's saying that he learned from us day in, day out, doing Sabbath class, doing lessons. Right. It reached somebody. It mattered. Israel.
Brother Yamir, the psalmist.
Word up. It mattered. Israel. 2024, 144,000, for we are in the middle days of an awakening. Sons and daughters no longer eating pork, bacon things. Depart from me, Satan, and family members stuck on atheists. With the power of Yahweh Shai, I was directed to making this. So much wisdom from the camps, even video footage now. I love seeing the spaceships. You're going to reverse engineer what? The Edomite psychology is so basic. Tarrying with time wasted. Now I focus on the scriptures, and that's how my days spent. From the corners of my mind, diagonally, from the adjacent to adjacent. Oh my God. That's enough.
Y'all don't understand.
That's enough. That's enough. We can't give y'all too much of that. Turn the light on. We can't give y'all too much of that. We can't give y'all too much of that. Turn the light on. We can't give y'all too much of that. Brother Yamir, Kwam Yashala. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Atah. Yahweh heal him, Yahweh bless him, and keep him safe. Hallelujah. All right, Israel. I'm checking the chat. Israel, did y'all enjoy that, man?
I like that, what Adam Amakai said.
That's right.
The Psalms.
Because that's what that is.
That's what that is.
That's exactly what that is.
That's what Christians trying to use the Psalms for the wrong reason. Those was Israelite songs.
Right. Yeah.
How you trying to use these Psalms to save the heathen? It don't make no sense.
Now,
it's for an Israelite to sing.
Now David singing about saving the heathen.
A scribe should record that. Scribes.
Israel said he liked that. I'm looking at the chat. Israel said he liked that. I'm looking at the chat. Israel said he liked that. All praises, man.
All praises. The brother was nice.
Let that be admonition to you, brothers in SOT. It matters what you do. Somebody watching. The Most High ain't got you doing this for nothing.
That's right.
I don't care if you edify one person. You was the one to do it. Let's talk about Jonah. Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh. Why is the Most High, who is the controller of heaven and earth, who will kill you for disobedience, who can make people out of stones to worship him?
That's right.
Why he's striving with Jonah? He talking to Jonah. He explaining things to Jonah. Because Jonah was the only person on the earth that could say what needed to be said to humble Nineveh. That's why the Lord was like that. Couldn't nobody else do it. That's why he had to send a fish to eat him and spit him up off on the shore.
Right. Get your
Because why the Most High couldn't just go to Israel and get another prophet? Jonah, you don't want to go? I cut you off and I'm going to send somebody else.
Right.
Because Jonah was supposed to do that.
Jonah
It
was
mattered.
that guy.
Israel, do y'all realize that you matter?
God.
Brothers in the SOT camp, do you realize that you matter? Why we got to beg you to make videos? Why we got to beg you to come to camp? Why we got to beg you to put the work in so that you can get your own camp spot and be a teacher, be a captain, and lead? It's you, bro. We might be waiting for you, man. Shout out to brother Yamir, man. He got me on fire. Yo, throw some chairs in the chat, man. Throw some chairs in the chat. We got new emojis coming to the chat too, man.
Put some thunderbolts in the chat.
We're gonna put some whales, a whale emoji represent Jonah, man.
All praise.
And then we're gonna put some harps to represent Yamir, man, the psalmist, man. We're gonna get back into the string of things. I was down, man. I'm back. What you gonna do, Satan? Nothing.
Right, that's right. Let them know.
Y'all hate me. I be on club. They hate me.
No, they hate you.
Y'all don't understand. If y'all don't be on Clubhouse, y'all don't understand.
And that's for y'all to hop on Clubhouse and see how much they hate the elder.
They hate, bro. I'm telling you, they hate the elder with so much passion.
Now they hate Ashala.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, Kahar be on Clubhouse be tormenting.
Yeah.
Tormenting them scoffers, man.
He be tormenting them Trinitarians, the Muslims. They hate him too now.
They hate him.
Oh my goodness.
They hate him who rebuketh in the gate.
Right. They mock the messages of God.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Let's get motivated. Let's stop thinking we insignificant.
Right.
Somebody listening just for you. And you don't even realize that, man. All right. Let's get into tonight's lesson. Let's get into tonight's lesson.
Strong way to start the lesson.
All right. Shout out to the Pillars of Rest.
Shout out to the Pillars of Rest, man.
Shout out to the Pillars of Rest. Just go to Clubhouse and look for the Sons of Thunder Israelites. It's going to come up with our logo. Join the house. Every time we make a room, it's going to send you a notification. Even though they shadow banning, though.
Yeah, they do be shadow banning.
They shadow banning. Yeah, that's right, sister. They be coming at me crazy. They don't even want to talk to me. Like, I want y'all to understand. I just love talking about the theology of the Bible and what I think it means. But they hate the fact that I'm a proud Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
That leads us to today's lesson. So the other day, we got to talking about Bible translations. People started criticizing the King James. We got some wisdom coming about why the King James is an excellent Bible translation and why the critical text is very misleading. We got that wisdom coming to y'all. Don't worry. Just stay locked in.
Oh, yes.
I tried to debate someone on that and they kicked me out the room. I put it in the chat. They was criticizing us saying Hebrew Israelites are stupid. It was Stone. Hebrew Israelites are stupid. They think they're King James, which is the worst translation ever. I said, would you like to debate?
Really?
Would you like to debate the quality of the King James translation versus the Alexandrian tradition? Kicked out the room. Boop. No longer can see the room.
Dang.
I ain't even say nothing disrespectful. I said, yo, let's
talk about it.
Nah, Clubhouse is Apple and Android. All right, but get off that Android, please. Now, what I'm saying is, it led to a conversation. Did you know that the NSV, ESV, ASV, which is called the critical text, Nestle and Allen, all right, has verses that do not appear in any manuscript on earth? But they're supposed to be the correct Bible based off the most authoritative manuscripts. That's the repetition.
That's how they present it.
But there are hundreds of verses in your ESV, ASV, NIV that no manuscript on earth support. So what they do is they'll take a couple words from this manuscript in Greek, a couple words from that manuscript in Greek, and make the sentence. But there's no one manuscript that say that sentence. I disagree with that translation technique. No, I don't think we should be doing that. We're going to talk to you about it. All right? You keep studying and come back with the Hebrew Israelites We've been kicking the Trinity around. Trinity is the worst doctrine of all time.
Like a soccer ball.
I had somebody to debate the Trinity with the elder. Well, he thought it was me at first, but then, you know, when it's the elder now nobody want to debate.
Nobody want to talk.
Bro, I don't know everything. I'm just a man. Captain Allah said that's their claim. They claim that their text is better while containing hybrid verses.
That's a great attitude.
Now, when I brought that up in the conversation, the room changed from conversational to who does Hebrew Israelite think he is? It went, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was talking to some hateful Christians, but I was just being cool because I'm a mellow dude. We was talking about Marvel versus Capcom 2. We was talking about being kids and playing fighting games. It was like, I want to say 10 o'clock in the morning, regular chitty chat, you know, warming up to the Bible conversation. And once I made that point about the critical text, it became Hebrew Israelites are stupid and you're wrong. You're lying. And I was like, well, I'm not lying.
Right.
And why I gotta be stupid?
I'm gonna show y'all something. Then it became the King James Bible is an inferior translation, and it's based off of the work of Jerome. It's a little Latin, it's a little Hebrew, it's based off a little of Erasmus here, there. So your work is a patchwork too. I said, hold on. Our work is based off of a manuscript tradition. Meaning, yes, we have to use a manuscript here, a manuscript there, because we do not have one manuscript with the complete writing in all places, but we using the same manuscripts to do that.
Exactly.
You are picking and choosing what words agree with your theology and saying this is proper. And then as the manuscript goes on, you are deciding that don't agree with my theology. Let me go to this manuscript and bring these words. And now this sentence teaches what I want. I don't agree with that translation technique. Oh, that's nasty word. That is nasty word. What they doing? They splicing.
Splicing, yeah.
Making hybrids.
You know, I'm gonna stop talking about it right there because we're gonna do a lesson on that.
Stay locked in.
We're gonna do a lesson on that and show you that. So then it got competitive. It got, they started taking shots at me. I'm like pointing it out, like, why is it getting personal? We just talking. Like, what happened to the tone of the room? Oh, now they're crying. The Israelites are crying. Why I gotta be crying? I'm just pointing that out. Now I can't talk. Now when they talk, I don't say nothing. Right. I say 2 words. They in there. I point that out. I'm crying. When they talk, I disagree with something they said. I say, excuse me, can I talk to you about that? Don't interrupt me, bro. Yeah, that's hypocritical. Why it's like that?
In our rooms, they'll get the floor. They have priority. They can interrupt men, and we'll be like, "Oh, hold on, just be cool." We'll allow all those things to happen.
Yes, we're gonna let you talk.
But in your room, why y'all acting like
you have to guide us? Daniela said they hate that the elder will play by their rules and take away their usual excuse. Yeah, I let them have their way. I cooperate. Yeah. But then it's like when it's my turn,
expose them to be a hypocrite.
They don't cooperate, but then they call me, they attack me for criticizing.
Right.
I become a crybaby when I just point that out. Like, hey, yo, you didn't. So I asked him, I said, listen, you asking me a line of questions. Can I ask you a line of questions? He said, no.
No, yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I said, what are we doing?
That's what
you asking me a line of questions. I'm cooperating with you. You're not going to sit through a line of questions for me? No. Just be quiet while I ask you more questions. And then I realized y'all are just malicious towards the Israelites.
That's it.
One of their favorite lines of snarky statements is, there is no scholar anywhere that thinks you guys are credible. That's not true. How many debates have we won?
Many.
So the winner of the debate is the scholar.
Right.
What do we do, bro?
I watched Gorilla Hebrew versus Dr. Michael Brown, and he cooked him.
I mean, y'all gotta watch that. Like, he's straight.
Vocab Malone won't take a formal debate.
Won't.
Harry Rosenberg, the Jew, is telling people that the Hebrew Israelites have a credible claim.
Captain Tazariak destroyed Polite. What are we talking about?
See, we are the scholars and learned men. What you saying is the scholars I respect don't like you. And what you really mean is white academia.
That's essentially.
Which we're not trying to be a part of. And that also frustrates you that we don't feel like we need your seminary. We don't feel like we need certification by your pastors, priests, and parishioners. We don't care what they think. It frustrates you that these black guys from this is what they're going to do. These black guys from the ghetto think that they know the Bible. Who are they to discuss the Hebrew and Greek? Who are they to discuss the meaning of godly things? Who are these guys? And that's how you look at yourself, because it'd be black people saying this.
Yep.
I'm going somewhere. So we got to talking, and then it became an inquisition, and then it became, I want to point out a doctrine that Hebrew Israelites teach that's false.
Wow. Picking and choosing.
I said, okay, I guess.
There.
I guess we have to do that, but I would like to respond to what you just said. No, just mute your mic. Okay, all right. And what I do is I work on my patience. For me, it's an exercise. It's like a game, right? And I know some people feel like y'all all don't demean yourself by going to those spaces. Don't belittle yourself by going to those spaces. They don't respect you. Why do you talk to these people and they're dead set on disrespecting you? And you know what I do? I say, my father told me something. I have to know what my enemy thinks. I have to. I got no choice.
Right.
I would ask my father, why are you listening to Bob Grant radio? Bob Grant is a racist, right-wing, before those titles was even thought of, radio host from when I was about 11, 12 years old. So driving to school, he would turn on Bob Grant radio. It was on AM radio. And Bob Grant would call Martin Luther King an idiot and a fool. He would call Malcolm X a terrorist. He would put down any black activist and constantly criticize our people politically. And it would make me mad because I'd be like, why I gotta listen to this early in the morning? This guy's racist. I don't want to hear this. And my father would say, shh, you have to know what your enemy thinks about you.
That's deep.
That learned me something. So now I can go into the Christian room with the slanderers and I can sit through their regimen because I want to hear how you reason so that I can break it with a, imagine a baseball bat and it's the table with poker chips on it and you blah, the chips fly everywhere. That's what I want to do to your doctrine. Yeah, Maccabean hammer. That's what I want to do to your doctrine. And I was told that Hebrew Israelites need to never teach that the revelation of Jesus Christ in Revelation 1:13 through 15 shows that Jesus Christ is a dark-skinned black man. I was told that that's stupid. I was told that we're idiots for teaching that. And I was told that none of the words, if you look at the Greek, mean what we say that they mean.
As we go through this class.
Yeah, Wendell. Just like Rush Limbaugh. That's right, Wendell.
As we go through this class tonight, Israel, you're going to be laughing. I'm telling you, you're going to be laughing at the education we're about to bring out.
That's right. Whack that doctrine pinata. That's right, sis. YouTube member Armand said, whack that doctrine pinata. Now, let's look at Revelation 1 and verse 13. And let's critically analyze it like biblical scholars. And let's see if Hebrew Israelites need to never teach that burned in a furnace feet is talking about very, very dark feet.
Right.
Which if your feet is dark, your face is dark. But here's what I said to them. I said, and I said this so calm. I said, I don't need a Bible to tell me that Jesus Christ, the Canaanites, the Ishmaelites in that area
Mhm.
and the people from that area are dark people. I don't need a Bible to tell me that.
You really don't.
I said that. I was attacked for saying that.
Yep.
Bro, we don't want to hear that. Just answer the question. So now I can't talk because I had to sit through his lecture about why we idiots and what he thinks it means.
Right.
And then I waited and then he gave me the floor. How do you respond to that? And the first thing I said was, I don't need a Bible to tell me that the Canaanites, the Israelites, the Ishmaelites in that area from that time period were dark people. I don't need a Bible. I have a plethora of history to reveal that.
Exactly.
I don't need the Bible to tell me that. And then I also said this, Sons of Thunder, mark this. I said, and Revelation 1:13 through 15 is not designed to teach me that Jesus Christ is a black man.
Right. It's not the point of it.
It's not the point of it.
Right.
So you arguing that we use it to teach that is wrong.
Right.
What we're saying is, by studying the revelation of Jesus Christ, you could come to that conclusion. That Jesus Christ is a very dark-skinned man as well. And John saw it. He would not accept that reasonable response. Tonight, we're going to learn a little bit of archaeology, and we're going to learn something about the Bronze Age, which is where the Bible comes from. Okay, it's from that era. It's not from the Iron Age. It's not from the Stone Age. It's from the Bronze Age. Okay, and there's a way to work and use bronze. So I want to discuss that, Baba Gasha. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the screen the translation of Revelation 1 and 13.
This is what should have put it to bed right here. What do you
Right.
mean 1 and
13?
And we're going to look at some Greek words, and we're going to figure out what it really means to be burned in a furnace. I'm going to represent my opponent's arguments accurately. I'm not going to misrepresent them, even though they're not present, because I'm better than that. They would love to misrepresent us every opportunity they get. But we don't have to do that. We don't need no handicaps. We give them out. We got to pay people to debate us.
no, for real.
All right. And that's why our doctrine is the strongest in the earth today. In the English, read Revelation 1 and verse 13.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
What color girdle?
Golden.
Now, is golden there?
Yeah.
Does it say golden? Y'all can look at my screen.
Mm-hmm.
They already arguing wrong because they trying to tell me that bronze is gold.
It's like gold.
It's like gold. It's yellow.
Look
But
at
is
that word.
gold already here?
Yes. Look at that word.
Does John the Revelator know how to describe
Gold.
things that are gold in color?
Yes.
Yes, because he said it.
Let's look at the meaning of this word, golden.
So,
Christ.
so John the Revelator already know what gold looked like.
Golden, made of gold, adorned with gold, overlaid with gold, which happens to a lot of copper.
Yeah.
Right? I wonder, can they see it on the live? Okay, they can see it.
Yeah. Might have to zoom.
Right?
in, though.
Made of gold, golden. Right?
John the Revelator.
From the Greek krusos. Let's look at that word. Anything made of gold.
Anything made of gold.
John the Revelator know what gold look like.
He knows what gold looked like.
He know how, and he's fully capable of describing something that is gold.
'Cause
He knows
wrote
how.
down. He said it.
He already described something being gold.
He already described something being gold.
Can we mark that? Did that just happen?
Yes.
Go to the next verse, 14.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, his eyes have a color, as a flame of fire. His hair has a color.
Yes.
There's a lot of descriptors here
A lot
Right.
of colors.
of colors. Yes.
Not just white, but white as
Snow.
okay, not just flaming eyes, or red eyes, but eyes as a flame of
Fire.
Okay, we know what that's a persistent color.
Right.
All of this has a meaning.
Right.
The white hairs represent wisdom, head and hairs. What they like to tell us is head means his cabeza, his head is white, and the hair on his beard is white. So he looked like an ivory statue, is what they want to tell us. But biblically speaking, head and hairs means hair on the top of your head and your beard. We're going to read later what his face looked like.
Right. Like, come on.
They tell you that.
I tell you that.
Stop doing that to me. But they would tell us that we're stupid and we ignorant, right?
Yep.
Head is referring to the hair on your head, and hairs is referring to your beard, his hairs. All right, that's old world language. It's easy so far.
Like after this next verse, and we go into this is where the conversation should have stopped.
Oh no, they can't just lose to an Israelite.
Right.
They have a point to prove. Now, his eyes being like a flame of fire comes from prophecy. Go to Genesis 48 and prove that.
49.
Slakia, 49. Kenny Naphtali said, a Mormon told me this description of Christ is his heavenly form, and on earth he was white. Of course, because they racist. Mormons racist as hell.
Yeah, they're very racist.
Read Nephi, 2 Nephi. Being black is a curse.
Exactly.
Okay.
So in Genesis 49, the beginning of it, verse 9 is Judah's blessing. I'm gonna get to the point. Verse 12. I'm gonna read verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. Unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Christ.
Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass coat unto him the choice vine. He washed his garment in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
Now, why are his eyes red with wine and his teeth white with milk? Because milk represents doctrine. Wine represents doctrine. So what John the Revelator is seeing, yes, his eyes appear as a flame of fire, but it means something.
Right.
This is the point.
That's the point.
Everything he's seeing means something. So they're so carnal.
Right.
They're looking at the revelation of Jesus Christ, trying to prove that he's an actual white man,
right,
when that's not the purpose of this text.
See that, and the only reason they're trying to prove that point is because what we teach about Israelites being black.
And,
yes,
and that's the funny thing about it. They tried to play the switcheroo game. They try to say we're teaching that to say that Jesus Christ is black. That's the point of that scripture. But the whole time they're teaching it the way they're teaching it
to teach that he's white.
That he's white.
Now remember, I'm arguing with a black man.
Come on, man.
While I'm doing this conversation and being berated by two black men, it was two black men and a black woman on stage talking to me like garbage.
Yeah.
There are white people in the audience in the comments going, yeah. Destroy that black Hebrew Israelite.
That's what they saying.
Listen to me. It's me being disrespected by two black men and a black woman in a conversation. And I'm taking it like a gentleman. And they don't even have the decency to go, you're being respectful. It's no reason for us to even talk to you like that. No, my black brothers and sisters was completely disrespecting me. While they're doing that, it's white people typing in the comments, yeah, humiliate this black Hebrew Israelite. So black people disrespecting another black person has cheerleaders that are white people.
Right. It gets them going.
Do you understand how stupid black Christians be?
Yes.
We love our people, and they won't love us for loving them. They won't even say, I disagree with their theology, but the Hebrew Israelites love and protect black people and care about us. They speak about every issue that could ever harm us, and they put their life on the line to make that known. So even though I disagree with their theology, I respect those brothers and I appreciate the work they do in the community. They will never say that.
That's the thing with with so-called black people. They can't have respect for their people, like their nation. They can't solely care about their nation and still be Christian.
Why?
They have to relinquish it. But they don't. Asian don't have to do that.
No, he could continue to love his people.
Indian,
he could put
Persian.
Nope.
He can still love his people.
An Arab,
a
Palestinian.
They can
a Jew.
Come on, they can all love their people, be only for their people, and still subscribe to Christianity. But black people.
No, we have to love everybody.
Yeah.
If we're caught being black advocates while being Christian, we're called racist by black people. That is a wonderful mechanic that Esau created to control us. You think your opponent is basic? No, you're up against the physical arm of Satan. He got advisors from satanic, the demons advising him. He got familiar spirits telling him exactly what to do. Come on.
Committing rituals to get advice.
Come on,
in the dark, man, with candles and stuff.
Come on, man. Now let's go back to this. I'm gonna make it larger. Make it a little bit larger. Now we moving on to the key area.
It's about to get really bad.
Verse 15.
Verse 15.
Read that.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
Now, I was told that fine bronze is gold.
Yep, that's what you was told. Crazy. Oh my goodness, bro.
They don't know that Yahweh All's background is art history. I'm an artist. That is my discipline and my profession. I know what fine bronze is from the Bronze Age. I know what that is. I know what fine bronze is.
Listen to what he's saying.
You hear me?
Fine bronze.
He didn't have to write that. He could have just said, and the feet of him are like gold.
Right.
Because he knows what gold is.
Because he knows what gold is because he said it already.
He already.
Or he could have said, and his feet were like yellow incense.
No, wait. Oh, you're going too fast.
He's fully capable of describing something gold.
Yes.
We've seen it.
He's more than capable.
He knows what gold is. But I'm being told that fine bronze is gold. And the reasoning comes from Chalco Laban O. I was told that this word is talking about bronze from Lebanon.
That's what you were told.
And bronze from Lebanon is gold.
That's what you were told.
Wait.
I'm telling y'all, Israel, y'all gonna laugh. Look, brother, not see laughing. I'm telling you.
Bronze from Lebanon is gold. So now I'm supposed to believe that if somebody in Lebanon had bronze and they take it anywhere else, anybody can perceive it as gold. Now he got gold in his hand.
Apparently.
When we already seen John the Revelator describe what gold is.
God. Now up is down and down is up. And blue is red and red is blue.
Come on. What are we doing?
What are we talking about?
I'm a little tight right now.
It's unbelievable.
We have such great slides.
And I'm mad.
We got great slides to show y'all.
Yeah, we do.
I'm mad at the chat. They ain't throwing a cheer yet. That's what I'm. The members ain't throwing a cheer yet.
Yeah. Put some bricks. Throw some boats. Throw some planes. Just throw everything. Anything you got lying in your pocket that's behind your house, whatever. Just throw it in the chat, man.
Throw it.
Just throw it. Throw somebody in a wheelchair. It don't matter. Throw somebody in this chat, man. Throw something.
Now, after he said that, he talked for another 15 minutes, and I'm on mute. And he gave an exegesis of the word Choco Lebanon. He says it's talking about Lebanon because that's half of the word. And it's talking about bronze from Lebanon specifically.
Yes, that's what he did.
Yes,
He did. Yes, he did. That's
I'm
what he
thinking
did.
I'm about to look up the word, but then I'm like, bro, Choco Lebanon. He said
That's what he
Lebanon mean Lebanon.
That's what he
Because it looked like Lebanon.
That's what he did.
Now let's see what the meaning of the second half of this word Lebanon really is when we look at it in the Greek from chalkos, which means bronze, brass, copper, and Libanos, which means frankincense.
That's not even how you spell Lebanon.
Oh my God, bro.
What do this have to do with Lebanon?
That's gonna be another soundbite. Bro, Israel, I'm telling you, I told y'all. I told y'all. I tried to tell y'all. These are real people that think like this. Like, this is a real guy who, this is a real dude who thinks like this.
Brass from Lebanon. And then he went and posted a link to a website about Lebanese brass.
And what that looked like.
Do you know when the country of Lebanon was founded?
That's bad too.
The part of the word Lebanon, which he's saying means Lebanon, is the word Libanos, which means frankincense.
Oh man,
that's disgusting, bro.
And then he went on to give his definition. Orichalcum, a fine metal, but frankincense of a yellow color. See how he taught it like that. He said, orichalcum, a fine metal, or frankincense of a yellow color.
What?
Israel.
That's bad.
Israel. Let's go back to Revelation 1 and 15.
Yeah, this is very important.
Is the context a metal?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the context a type of metal?
Yes.
Fine bronze. Refined bronze.
Very specific and descriptive.
Right. And then it says burnt in a furnace.
Wait.
Okay.
That's key too.
The usage is orichalcum, which is a ore, a fine metal, or frankincense of a yellow color. If we were talking about frankincense of a yellow color, we would be saying, bro, can you bring out the Choco Lebanon? Can you bring some of that out so we can burn that?
Right.
And it's not really yellow, it's like orange. But can you bring out the Choco Lebanon so we can burn that? But are we talking about incense?
No.
Are we talking about an ore?
Yes.
Are we talking about a fine, refined metal ore?
That's
So why are we using this definition to describe the color of the object when this says or frankincense of a yellow color? So he argued and gloated for like another 7 minutes about Hebrew Israelites are idiots. It says it in the definition. No, it doesn't say that in the definition. The definition says fine copper, bronze, or brass. How it can be used is towards the ore, which is orichalcum, or a fine metal, or frankincense of a yellow color. Are we talking about frankincense of a yellow color in Revelation 1 and 15?
No.
Are we talking about a fine metal?
Yes.
Oh my God, it gets even worse.
Brother, just let the people experience. They came on class on Friday night at 10. Let them experience. You did this already.
It's just so crazy. Oh my goodness.
It's very slow, this argument.
Number one, it has nothing to do with brass from Lebanon.
Number one.
The word Lebanon Are you saying that John the Revelator was inspired and used the word pointing to Lebanon when he was describing a fine bronze?
Because it was gold.
Even though John is on the island of Patmos, number one,
Right.
and is dealing specifically with Rome, and fine bronze is everywhere. Okay. Hey, but look, man, I'm not gonna put you down. If you want to do that, you want to do that. I'm not gonna. But what are we talking about? Are we talking about a fine metal?
Yes.
Or are we talking about a type of frankincense that has a yellow color?
Absolutely not.
We're not talking about this.
Fine metal.
Talking about a fine metal. So let's learn about fine copper then. What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Hold on.
And it's so disappointing when it's like your own people. You know?
So it goes on to say more to give us an understanding. Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
I was then told that Pepi Romanus, having been refined, means something that is glowing on fire that is almost white. That's what I was told.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yes.
They're reaching for anything.
Yes, he was told that. Live.
I was told that this word, Pepi Romanus, which is a construct, right? Having been refined, means something that's white, shining white. And here's how they come to this definition. Pass, burn, am inflamed, glow with heat. See how they talk? We skipped everything.
They blend all those other words together, but then they
glow with heat.
Put both,
and then they don't read this.
Right, they don't read that.
And purified by fire. This is all they wanted.
That's it.
So John the Revelator forgot how to describe something that was gold, and called it fine brass. And John the Revelator also forgot how to describe something that is bright and shining.
Yeah,
glowing.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Read the next verse.
Verse 16.
Slakia. Y'all all pressed the wrong button. Do it again.
Verse 16. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength.
Okay.
Shining has.
They didn't let you get
another word.
He knows how to describe something that shines.
Right.
To bring bright light to.
Yeah.
To bring to light, to cause to appear. Brilliant, right? But how bright? As the sun.
As the sun.
So John the Revelator, who knows how to describe something that's really, really bright and shining, he decided to say something that has been refined in the furnace.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
That's what you want me to believe. But I'm an Israelite. I read the Bible and understand biblical context, and know that John the Revelator is fully capable of describing something gold and something that can shine.
Why didn't he say, and his feet was like the countenance of the power of the sun,
and shining bright with light, radiant, dazzling, sparkling? You know why? Because he's describing bronze. A common thing to see in the world that John the Revelator comes from, because they don't have iPhones. They don't have billboards. That's right. They don't have Lego. They don't have Transformer.
Right.
Everything was gilded. When you walk outside, the decoration in the street were bronze statues.
Yes.
They represented power. Remember, everything in this means something.
Yeah, right. That's the point.
So right now we're describing fine bronze that has been refined in fire. That's a type of thing. Are y'all with me, Israel? Before I explain that, look at the Strong's definition: to set on fire, to burn or pass.
Somebody in the chat said something very clever. It says burnt, not ash.
Exactly.
Because what happens to an incense if you light it on fire? It turns to ash.
Here's my question. Can you light bronze on fire?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on.
They saying no sound on the YouTube.
Mic check. What's the last thing y'all heard me say? What's the last thing y'all heard me say?
I can tell you, it's pretty much right when you start talking about refined.
Oh, refined.
Okay, they say they can hear it now.
About 15, 20 seconds.
All right. We're not talking. You cannot light bronze on fire.
You can't do it.
It's not flammable.
Right.
But you can melt it.
He was going through the definition, say pick one that makes sense.
Now let's find the right definition. We're not burning it. You can burn bronze.
Yes, you can burn bronze.
You can burn bronze.
But you can't set it on fire.
You can't engulf it in flames.
You can inflame it and make it glow with heat by blowing a bellow in a furnace. But that's not refined bronze.
Exactly.
That's molten bronze.
Right. Right.
So this makes sense. Purified by fire. So the translators, understanding intimately the Greek language and the sense, chose the language refined. Well, Yahweh all knows what refined bronze looks like. He knows the process of refining a bronze statue so that it is true. If I take, first of all, it's not gold. Gold is a soft metal. Right, if I make a statue of gold and put it out in the street, it'll be damaged.
Yes.
It cannot stand the test.
Yes.
So we're going to make it bronze, but bronze is also subject to scratch, scar, scuff, and tarnish. So I have to refine, I have to finish it so that I can put it on display and it can stand the test.
Yes.
Bronze that was refined in a furnace.
Yes.
A clay pot. You can make a pot out of clay. You made a pot, but it ain't ready yet.
Right.
You have to fire it
exactly
in the furnace.
Right. And I was ready.
You learned that in elementary school. I don't know if y'all had pottery classes in elementary school.
What? Hold on, Israel. What does bronze refined in a furnace from the Bronze Age in the context of what John the Revelator would know?
In the context.
What does that look like? You came to the right place.
Yes.
Welcome.
To Sabbath Class with Sons of Thunder.
We need some sound effects.
We have some great slides for you.
I'm talking about some killer slides, family. Like,
first, I want to talk to you about a bronze statue by the master artist Donatello. And then I want to talk to you about why Esau's wicked.
yeah.
Paul says the effeminate shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
Right.
The word there describes something called a catamite. A catamite is a boy lover. It is the object of a depraved older man, like an Epstein. He had a bunch of catamites around. These are young boys used for pleasure. The classical artists would hire a catamite, sodomize him, keep him for pleasure, and then they would sculpt him too. Okay? That's how it worked in the old world. And I was taught that by a sodomite. My art history teacher was a sodomite.
Wow.
He taught me all about the Etruscans and Minoans too. Oh, yes.
Nasty fellows.
Oh, yes. He taught me about the people that were there before the Romans.
Filthy fellows.
Nasty.
He showed me their bathhouses and their beliefs too.
Yeah.
And he also showed me what color those people were. Ooh. Not to go that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a catamite is a pleasure boy, a femme boy, a feminine little boy. Well, the Renaissance masters would have those and would paint them and draw them butt naked so that they could make their statues, but they was also enjoying the boys standing in front of them naked. Well, Donatello made a statue of David. Just a little history. And that statue is burnished copper or refined copper. Would you like to see what color that statue is? And it definitely passed through the fire. Israel, y'all gonna learn today. This statue is Donatello's David made of refined brass.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
First glance, that's black.
Oh my God.
First glance, that's black.
Right? But it's really a deep, deep, rich brown.
Oh my God. Look at this statue.
And it has luster too.
It shines.
It shines.
Even though it's dark, it glows. This is a masterpiece, priceless artifact. But it's really just a sodomite little boy that was kept for pleasure that he wanted to make a stat. He had him stand in front of him butt booty naked for hours.
He had a joy boy.
Huh? Who?
Candy boy. Why would he say that?
Oh. Stop. This, go to Wikipedia and look at this statue. This is copper that has been burnished and refined. Look, am I making it? I don't have to make up things to win arguments, bro.
That's beneath you. That should be beneath you to suspend your intelligence just to win.
Let's do another one.
Oh wow, look at that.
Let's do another one. Let's get this guy off the screen.
Yeah. Oh.
This one is called The Dancer.
Rich brown.
This is bronze, burnished bronze that has passed through the fire. What color is it?
It's a rich brown.
Rich brown.
I thought it was gold.
Right.
But John the Revelator know what gold is. He's describing something. Christ's feet look like the feet of these statues I see all around this Greco-Roman world, that these mighty immovable objects, his feet was firmly planted, and they was looking just like that color. They represented that same strength, solidity, and power, because everything he's seeing means something. Hold on.
See, y'all getting a deeper understanding of Revelation chapter 1, man.
Hold on. This is the boxer. This is famous. These are famous works of art. You Edomite lovers should love this.
Right.
Yeah, man. Y'all should
be excited. Oh, what color is that?
Look at that.
What color is that?
Yeah.
That's burnished brass that has passed through the fire. They add the eyes later. They do that later at the end of the process to make them lifelike.
I want to adjust and follow you.
Right? You move left and right. You look like you're looking at you.
That's refined brass.
But my problem is you saying the Israelites are trying to use this to teach that Jesus Christ is a black man, a dark-skinned man, but what John the Revelator is describing is dark things.
Yeah. Oh, and they're definitely not white.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
Or yellow.
What are we talking about? Or gold. What you talking about, man? Like this is so silly.
Here's a close-up of the Donatello statue under lights. That means there's light. It's in a display. It's lights shining on it. It's light shining on it, y'all. Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Look at that, man.
Come on, guys.
His feet were as bronze as if it was burned in a furnace.
That means something.
That means something. His feet look like one of these finished statues that I see in the Roman world.
That are firmly planted.
That are immovable objects. 1,000 pounds. You're not moving that.
Right.
Indestructible almost.
Right.
The weather don't hurt it. The wind don't hurt it. It doesn't shake in the wind when the rains come. It's burnished brass.
Right.
Did the Israelites make that up? Did we make that up?
No.
So when we say, he saw a very dark-skinned man because your feet have to be the same color as the rest of your body.
Yes. And
They say he's yellow.
There's other scriptures that prove that too.
Let me do it in 2024. What burnished brass looks like in 2024.
You gonna show the brass from Lebanon too?
I
What
could.
color that is?
It looks the same color.
Right.
This is burnished brass from 2024 using modern technique. This is for a stairway. What color is that?
That's a rich brown.
Come on, bro.
You want anything in this life. You want these people to be white so bad. You want white Jesus. That's what you want. You want white Jesus, bro. And it's not describing that. If it's describing anything, it's what I'm showing you in context. Hold that.
You gotta hold that.
You can't do nothing about that. You can't say Joel made that up. Joel is not speaking from a place of understanding. Joel doesn't know. You can't do that.
You got a wall sit with that.
This is burnished brass that has been fired. It's passed through the fire. It has been purified with fire. That's not going to tarnish. Have a difficult time making that tarnish. If water going to hit that, that's not going to oxidize and rust. Not that.
No.
It's made to stand the test, but it also represents something. It represents might. So Jesus Christ, I saw his hair was white. He's wise. His eyes were red. He has doctrine. He had the golden girdle. He was fit for war. His feet were like bronze that burned in a furnace. Oh, it was those. Oh, he's like a bronze statue out here.
You ain't moving that, Mike. Mighty.
Why is John the Revelator looking at his feet? Because he's bowing. Stupid.
The voice of many waters. Why he say that?
And it don't say, well, let's just talk about his feet. It don't account for the rest of him. Go to Daniel 10.
Right, exactly.
Let's do it in Hebrew. Go to Daniel 10.
Yep. You don't get away, bro. You're trapped.
And then we're going to come back to this. Go to Daniel 10.
God.
10 and 6.
Now you don't know.
Start at 5.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 10, and verse 5.
Read louder.
Count of the one. It says, then I lifted my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Upas.
Oh, seems like the same vision. Seem like the same vision.
He knows how to describe gold too.
Seem like the same vision. He know how to describe gold too. Matter of fact, let's waste time. Go. Let's gold. Bakhtam. Gold.
Gold.
Pure gold. Fine gold.
That's it.
Gold.
Gold.
Pure gold.
Most fine, pure gold, golden wedge.
Gold. Fine gold. Gold. He know how to describe something that look gold, bro. Read on.
His body was like the beryl.
That's green. Come on.
And his face was.
Does that mean he's a Martian? No, that means he had on a green garment.
Exactly.
Read.
And his Salaki, and his face was the appearance of light.
So it was glowing, sparkling, dazzling.
Like the sun.
Read.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
That's the same thing we seen in Revelation. Read.
And his arms and his feet.
So it's not just his feet.
Right.
It's not just his feet.
Just his feet. They wouldn't let you get here.
They wouldn't let me read this. It's not just his feet.
He's about to cook.
Read.
Like in color to polished brass.
Like in color to what?
Polished brass.
The word for burnished is kalal. Burnished. Polished.
Yeah, right. The word for
from the movement of rubbing. Right?
Yep.
Brightened, as if sharpened. Right? Didn't those images of the brass statues I showed you, weren't they sparkling and dazzling?
Yes.
But what color were they? Brown. That bronze, baby.
Now they trying to tell you.
That bronze, baby.
Look at that. Copper, bronze. Look at that.
Now they trying to say bronze don't shine.
I think we got to show them what these people look like.
Something made of metal, copper.
Right. Oh, you're done. That's a sword. Your head is off. You've been hewn into pieces, like Samuel did Agag.
Go to Ezekiel 1:7. Go to Ezekiel 1:7. It's a consistent theme, brothers and sisters. Can you read it?
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
So now Hebrew Israelites is on the street stupid, talking about the angels just look like black. They're black. Wait, what does burnished bronze look like? In the old world that Ezekiel would understand, when they was gilding bronze and firing it and making statues out of it. Was it gold?
It's real simple.
I know y'all so angry right now.
It said and it sparkled.
Y'all so angry right now. I want to do something. La la. That's what happens when you have a class, right? Y'all don't have class.
Right.
Y'all make lessons about hating the Israelites. Yeah. La la. Who is saying that? Where I'm getting that from? La la. That's Zelle from Friday. La la. That nigga up to something. La la. I want to do something.
Let's have a little fun.
What color are we really?
Mm.
You call us black. You call yourself black. You call us black Hebrew Israelites. But this is black.
Right.
What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? La la. Let's do something real quick. Let's play in the sandbox.
You can definitely tell the difference between our faces and our beards.
Right.
God.
Yes.
You can.
Yes. You can.
La la, right?
Let's play in the sandbox.
Oh, they don't know what you're doing.
They don't have to know. We're just gonna play in the sandbox. Right? I'm gonna take not that statue. Let's make it harder. Let's make it way more difficult. Let's do. Oh, she's beautiful. Let's make it way more difficult. Let's do this.
Do that.
La la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Right? Let's do this. Let's stop being profane. Right? Let's stop doing that. Right? Let's just mosaic that. Let's stop being profane, right? Let's stop that.
All praises.
Can we stop that?
We can stop that.
That's Catamite work.
Yeah.
The Most High said, burn for that.
Yeah.
That's why he destroyed their nation.
Yep.
La 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 la. Now let's play a game.
Let's do it.
What people are this color?
Great question. Look at this, Israel.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Somebody come look at this.
Hey, yo, some come and look at this.
Look at this.
Now I'm gonna do something.
Look at that.
La 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 la.
But they calling us black.
La la. That woman looks like bronze as if it passed through the fire.
And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass.
That woman looks like bronze as if it burned in a furnace.
Yes.
This woman looked like bronze as if it burned. This woman, la 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 la.
And they're clearly, but they have a luster to them.
And they glow.
They glow. They sparkle. They shine.
They try to tell us that black don't glow.
Come on, man.
Because it's dark. It don't glow. That's what they try to tell you about yourself. But look at these.
All right, now I'm gonna try this.
Let's see.
As they try to, as they like to inject themselves with melanin shots, though, right?
That don't work.
There's your man. That's your boy.
That don't work.
Tomatoes.
That don't work.
Chairs.
That don't work. Throw chairs, everybody.
Do it now. Throw chairs.
Does he look like bronze that burned in a furnace? No. Are his eyes red with wine? No. Who is that? You never had a problem with this image. You gave me this. You beat me into loving this image.
I hate that image.
I hate you. You don't need that white hair.
Right.
As white as snow.
Nah, he got
wool
string brown hair.
You told me you told my South American, my Native American brothers, if you don't bow to this, we're going to feed you to the dog's face first. Yep. Where is this at in the Bible? And no black Christian said, Catholics are stupid. That's not what Jesus looked like.
No, they're never going to say that.
Why not?
Why?
Who is that?
Why?
That don't even make sense with the history in the time period of that region. This don't even make sense.
What is that?
La 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 la.
You gotta be telling me that Christ is a descendant of a Roman, if that's the case.
Yeah, but
or Alexander the Great.
It's evident that our Lord is spring out of Judah.
Let's try this one. Let's do a brighter one. We don't gotta use Donatello. Let's do this one.
Oh, he still doesn't match.
That's bronze that has been burned in a furnace and passed through the furnace. That's a finished bronze statue. They said it looked like that because it's old. No, it don't. That's how them statues look. Look at Rodin's door, the gates of hell. That's something for y'all to look up. I'm getting too deep.
You showed a doorknob that was made in 2024.
Hold on, but can we do this though? Who matches this? La la.
Look at that.
Somebody look at this.
Somebody can look at this. Beautiful sister, man. Look at that.
That sister look like bronze
They're burned to the
that has been burned in a furnace.
refined.
Refined.
Has passed through.
Yep.
And she glows.
Completed.
And she glow. And the statue. Wow.
We're learning.
But you want me to worship. You want me to worship this with no questions, bro. I'm talking about you ain't asked one question about this.
That's a good picture.
That was crazy.
Oh my God, bro.
Some of y'all still see this in your head when y'all pray.
Yeah, y'all do.
Who that? Is his eyes red with wine?
No.
Does he look like bronze that has been passed through the fire?
No.
He don't even look like his voice is as many as water.
No, it don't. It look like he talked like Bob Ross.
Right.
I don't need a Bible to teach me that Jesus don't look like that. But if we're talking about what John the Revelator saw, what Ezekiel saw, what Daniel saw, he saw that.
Exactly.
He saw that color.
Exactly. Let's be real.
He saw that color. They cut to, leave this right for a second. They cut to the heart.
Let that marinate. Let that refine in your spirit.
Hey, that's Mary.
Yep.
La 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 la. That's Judith.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Israelites look like.
That's Susanna.
That's what the Israelites are, dark people.
Right.
It was Catholicism's lie. And in this Cygnus Vinces, they conquered in that image. They made God to be in their image and conquered the world in that image. And you actually believe that for doctrine.
The Apocrypha prophesied that will happen.
What's up, Ak?
They covered the faces of the judges thereof.
They covereth the face of the judges thereof. They sure do, brother. Do I got any more? Do I want to do overkill?
Yeah, let's just stomp it into the dirt, Adawan.
That was the one.
Yeah, that was.
Let's do this one.
Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah. Let's stomp it into the dirt.
Which one of these women is white?
Mm.
Which one of these women is black?
I don't know. Still don't know.
All three of them look like bronze that has passed through the fire.
Yes.
Let me get an image to show you. La la. La 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 la. That's gonna kill him too.
Yeah, that's gonna destroy him.
That's gonna burn him. That's the overkill right there.
Yeah.
Overkill. Let's do this.
A doorknob from 2024.
This is burnished brass.
Yeah.
Somebody don't like this.
Yeah. I hate that.
What skin color more closely resembles that burnished brass object? Ain't it this sister right here?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it this sister right here?
That's right.
Yep.
You call her black. She is bronze
She's bronze.
that has passed through the fire. She look exactly the same as that color. She even glow the same.
Polished. Sparkling, like Ezekiel would say.
Matter of fact, it's overkill. It's done. It's done.
As
It's
the
done.
tints of Kedar,
It's done.
like Song of Solomon would
That's
say.
it. That's it. They didn't even want me to do that.
I don't want. They're mad at you.
They didn't want me to do that.
They ripping out.
You are not gonna show me that brass that has been refined is white. You are not gonna teach me that is the context of that verse that we're talking about yellow frankincense. No, we're not.
You're not doing that.
Come on. What is frankincense don't have nothing to do with a furnace?
What are you talking about? We're talking about a statue. Jesus Christ appeared, and he looks like one of those statues that John the Revelator would have seen in his world.
Yes.
That represent might and power and stability.
Yes.
That's how strong and powerful his feet was, like bronze burned in a furnace.
Right.
Oh, he looked like one of them statues I admire.
They want you to believe that Jesus' feet look like a burning incense. So what, he ashy?
Yo, I don't know what they talking about.
Because that's what happens when you burn an incense. It turns to ash.
So he a burning incense. So we look at.
I know you could set bronze on fire. I didn't know that.
That's new. It's a new thing on the
That's a new thing on earth.
They know how to describe things that are shining. This is Revelation 1:16. To shine, shed light.
Yep. Become visible.
To bring to light. But to bring to light as the sun. So
Shining
if
in the full strength.
isn't that how something that's inside a furnace look?
Yeah.
Bright like the sun.
Yeah.
You have to wear the mask that comes down over your face to look upon it.
Yep.
That ain't what he saw when he looked at Christ's feet. That ain't what Daniel saw when he seen the arms and the feet of the angel. That ain't what Ezekiel saw when he saw the arms and the feet of the angels.
Because if that was the case, all he had to say was his whole body is the appearance of lightning.
Because it says that in the gospel.
Or he could have said his feet was like glowing metal.
Because he know what that look
Because he know
like.
what that look like.
He's in the mines on Patmos. Are y'all dumb? No, I'm not going to insult you. I'm going to say colonialism and the oppression of Christianity has y'all hating yourself so much you don't even know what color you are.
Yes.
You are look, you are bronze that has been burned in a furnace. That's the if you had to describe my skin color, you wouldn't call me black.
No.
You would say, yeah, look at the bright spot, dark spot, glowing spot, light brown, medium brown, dark brown. Look at it, it goes for all of them because we look like bronze that has been passed through we look like one of them statues that you would see in the Bronze Age out in the streets. Exactly. Let's put another picture. I said overkill, right?
Yep. Let's destroy it.
This is
I'm sick of this.
Right here.
Let's destroy it. I'm tired of these asinine doctrines and teachings, man. Here go the hammer. Here go the Maccabean hammer right here.
See Moab in there too. See it too.
Do y'all understand?
Do y'all get it?
Israel, do y'all get it? Let me move the class logo.
Yeah, I understand.
Jesus ain't down here at the bottom of this spectrum.
Right.
And being described as bronze that has been refined in the fire.
Right.
You don't get over here. You start around here.
Yeah.
You're really talking about, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You're really talking about up here.
Yeah, that's what you really
deep dark to the deepest dark. Because that's what those statues look like.
Exactly.
All right. Did I make the statue and Photoshop the color?
You didn't
do that.
You didn't determine what refined brass looked like.
Right.
It's already done. Israel. Burned in the furnace is talking about a deep, dark, rich brown. Okay? Historically. And it always has been. And that is the color of the arms and the feet of the angels and Christ that our forefathers saw.
We could even go into the Father.
Yeah.
How the scripture says he's like a jasper and sardine stone.
He's like a sardine stone, amber stone. It's the same color.
Yep.
Who convinced you that this is not a gift? Who did that to you?
Same people called you black.
My shirt is black, bro. Look, it's not even.
Don't even match.
It don't even match.
You could tell
you would be like, what's that shiny stuff he got tattooed on his body?
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
What are we doing?
Simple, man.
All right, Israel, I'm sorry that we had to make that lesson, but I'm not sorry.
Not sorry at all. Sorry, not sorry.
We're sorry, but we're not sorry.
Because Christian apologists were trying to. It was a time, especially when I first got into truth. Christian apologetics was trying to dive in there and trying to say that that's not the. It's not talking about that.
Right.
And they were trying to dive deep and come up with every excuse in the book about, it's woolly hair. It's not saying it's woolly hair. It's white like snow. That's it. It's just describing his hair. It's not saying they was going every point.
But do you know why they argue these things? Where are the black Christians to go? Wait a minute. What's wrong with his hair being woolly?
Right. What's wrong with that?
Do you have a problem if he was black? Do you have a problem if he was a very dark-skinned man? I have reason to believe that people from that region are dark-skinned from antiquity. You have a problem with that? Is there something wrong with that?
They're scared to put them in that position.
Yep.
But they would attack us, our own brothers, who we would advocate for to the death. That's crazy. And the Most High said, I send you to a stiff-necked, hard-hearted people.
Yep.
And that's how we know that the Bible is real. Yep. All right? So y'all learned on class what it means to be burned in a furnace. Hallelujah.
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 All right. We got a little time left. I'm gonna take questions on the call. So just call the number at the bottom of the screen. We're gonna turn the call to Q&A. We take a couple questions. Try not to make the questions about your own personal life because we offer counsel at SOT Counsel. Okay. And you can ask those type of questions on counsel. You don't have to make it.
Q&A session has started.
SOTcounsel@gmail.com.
Yeah, like the video. Also, if you want to ask questions, we give priority to our YouTube members and to our Patreon members.
Right.
So just make yourself known in the chat if you have any questions. All right. So I'm gonna be patient for a minute, see if there's any questions. And Israel, I hope y'all enjoyed that presentation that we put together for y'all tonight. All right. All praises to the Most High.
This was an important lesson to break down that stronghold of that false image that's in a lot of our people's minds, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
When somebody new in this truth comes across this video and they gain understanding to believe on Christ as the scripture have said.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got a question on the call. Shandon, question or comment?
Shalom, Madawan.
What's going on, Ak?
I know when you die, your body returns to dust and your spirit returns to the Father. But my question is, where did Enoch go?
Ooh, let's read that in Genesis. The Bible don't really say. It says that he went with the Lord, for the Lord took him, and that's the best we know. That means they ceased to see him. They don't know how it ended. It's the same place where Elijah went when them chariots came down and carried him away, right? It's the same place Christ went when the Most High caught him up to heaven. And it's the same place we're going to go when we get on the chariot, pursuant to 1 Thessalonians, to ever be with the Lord. All right. Read that. Need me to look it up?
Yeah.
Is it Genesis?
All right. Yeah, I got it. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 5 and verse 22. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. All the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him.
Meaning he didn't die.
He was not, meaning he was no longer on our plane, for the Most High took him. So we believe he went up to be with the Father, but flesh and blood cannot go to the spiritual realm to be with the Father. So most likely the Most High preserved his body, just like he did Moses, and took his spirit to be with him. Understand that?
Another one. That makes sense.
Same thing with Elijah. Same thing with Christ. Good question. 346, question or comment?
Comment.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you guys for going over the true origin and the color of Jesus and the angels, because I lived in Europe at a point in time, and one day I was at a wedding, and when I was at the wedding, I'm a black American, of course. So when I was at the wedding, it was a bunch of other nationalities there. So in Europe, there's a bunch of Africans, Hamites, and there's a bunch of Jamaicans, Caribbeans, and a bunch of Arabs, and of course, French Europeans. So I was the only Black American there. And so we was at a table one time, and they had asked me, they was like, well, where you from? I said, I'm from America. And they was like, well, nah, where your people from? And I was like, my people from America, you know. And
that's true.
Like, I was like, yeah, my people from America. And so they was like, no, because, all of them are immigrants. Them after they all immigrated over to France. So they're like, no, where your people from? I was like, no. And then one of the Africans had whispered to another one, but said it loud enough for the whole table to hear. They said, yeah, them blacks, they don't know where they from. They lost. Wow. And so when they said that to me, everybody at the table looked at me, and it was like a pitiful look, like damn,
and they are so proud with that and rude, because you're getting your ass kicked over in France, and them people do not want you there. And you come from a failed country.
They do not.
And they come from a failed country. If you go back to his country of origin, that place is a failure. Give me a break. But go ahead, sis.
And so after that, I had went back home, and I prayed to God, and I said, God, don't ever let me feel inferior like that amongst other nations again. Reveal to me who I am. And so while I was over there, the Lord revealed to me. Nobody told me this. The Lord revealed to me that I was a Hebrew Israelite.
Hallelujah.
So yes, thank you so much. And while I was over there, and at that time, the person I was dating was a Muslim, but he was like an Arab Muslim, not a Nation of Islam Muslim, an Arab Muslim. And so I immediately started rebelling against, his religion and saying who I am and who I truly are, whatever. And then one time I was asleep, and the Lord told me it's time to go home. And so I woke up out of my sleep, and I looked over, and I told him, I said, I'm leaving. I'm going back home to my people. And when I came back home, the Lord just kept revealing to me who I am. And I got closer into the doctor, and I've been listening to you guys for like the past 2 years now. And you guys have basically lifted me up. And I've also have brought friends to you. I got friends that listen to you. We do the Sabbath religiously. We did Purim. We do the new moons. We do all of that. So I've been following you guys religiously because of that. And now the Lord has revealed to me saying that because we are waking up and we're trying to tell the world who we are, instead of these other nations listening to us, they're becoming more hateful towards us, and they're going to try to persecute us very soon. You see what I'm saying? They're going to try to come against us. So the Lord started telling me, instead of trying to teach people who, once you see that they're rebelling up against you, don't even give them the time of day. Just go to those who want to hear the message, because we need to be girded up as a people, because the time of war is coming, and we need to know how to move. And these people do not like us. They hate us with a passion, and it's deeper, it's deep rooted than we actually think. And the whole world, everyone is watching us. We are the most watched people on the planet. Everyone is watching our moves. They're watching what we're doing. Even this election with Kamala Harris, the Lord revealed to me, he said she is Jezebel. She will come and persecute the saints. Her husband is a Jew of the synagogue of Satan.
Of course.
And so is Walk. Walk is a Jew as well. And they're going to come through and pass laws that will try to stop us from elevating and being who we are, like they did in Maccabees. So we're coming to a time where it's going to be war again. So we got to kind of like forget arguing with them. You see what I'm saying? Forget trying to, because it's like we're teaching our enemy. We need to like block them out and just focus on the ones who the Lord has opened our eyes to the understanding, because we are already in his kingdom. And the rest of them, they're our enemies. They're never going to understand. Their heart is black. They don't even have the wisdom to understand. So I just want to let you guys know that it is a time of war, like in Ecclesiastes. This is the time of war, so we need to be more prepared and not educate the enemy and focus on us as a whole.
Khan.
All praises. The water system.
Maya Kaya is crazy. Khan, sister, the water for that input and that testimony. The water. All right. That sister said the Lord told her she got to come home.
Go home.
912, question or comment?
Question. Shalom, Madawan.
What's going on?
I had a question on Leviticus chapter 15. Me and Adawan Kaya did go over this, but I just wanted to ask a question again, see if you had any further input. The issues of the man with blood. He had to give a sin offering to the priest. Now, was that him having that issue of blood a judgment from him sinning?
No, I can't determine that. The Most High could do a lot of things to you as punishment, but if it don't say, I can't decide it. It could have just been a sickness he encountered.
Isn't the sin offering a type of offering, right? Like what is so a sin offering would be what?
So I mean, a sin offering is an offering you offered up because there was a sin committed.
Right. So isn't there a certain? What I'm asking is there a certain animal that gets sacrificed for a sin? You see what I'm saying? Because I remember looking at a law. A governor, if he sins, he's to offer a goat. You see what I'm saying? Certain animal for certain people. So is it just saying the type of offering that you would give for a sin, like the certain animal? Is that what it's saying?
I'm not sure about that, but the answer I gave him when we studied over this, I said, he had an issue of blood, right? So it would make him unclean, and his house and his belongings and whatnot, right? Things he's touched are deemed unclean, right?
Right.
So I said, what if somebody who's unknowing to his condition, touch these things or like kind of around him, and then now they're unclean, but they don't know they're unclean, and now they're spreading uncleanness throughout the camp, throughout the congregation.
But I understand the nature of his question, because like, why is the man giving a sin offering?
Right.
Well, it is because the nature of his sickness is unclean, and one could deduce that it is a judgment from the Most High. But it says, and the priest shall offer them the 2 turtle doves, the one for a sin, the other for a burnt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him before the Lord for his issue. Now we know that the translators had to bring it together like that, but he already got to give a sin offering just as a natural man. But he also has to give an offering that the Most High healed his issue. I think that's the way that we can resolve that. You understand that? Because he can't do that. He can't do that until after his issue is cleansed. Right? That's verse 13. So interesting question. Good question. Danny on the YouTube says, does the Lord emphasize that we work doing what we love, or to just do whatever work we can find, even if it's unfulfilling? The Most High said, work your work be times, and in his time, he'll give you your reward. So that means work always. Do what you must. And then when the Most High get ready, it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord and a sudden to make a poor man rich. All right.
Do what you got to do, man. Keep your nose to the grinder.
I'm looking for the members.
Seek ye first the kingdom.
Can anyone break down Genesis 32:32, please? I'll turn right to it.
I'll read it. Genesis 32:32. Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh and the sinew that shrank.
Yeah, that's talking about the gristle. Just eat the meat. Don't be like these heathens chewing on all the cartilage and the gristle. That's not food. That's not food. That's not food. I used to eat the ball clean as a kid. I mean, I'm not going to call it a sin. It's just saying the Israelites don't do it as custom.
Because the angel touched the hollow.
Could you give a scripture on why you say wine and milk is doctrine?
Ooh, I got you.
Ooh, give me the milk, and let me see You got one for the wine?
I got one for the milk, and do I have one for the wine?
I don't think you do. I got one for the wine.
I got all the definitions.
You don't got nothing for the wine.
I got water. I got milk.
You don't got nothing for the milk. Pull out the precept.
Dang, I don't have one for the wine. It's crazy.
Because you don't got my Bible, that's why.
But I got you for the milk though. I got like 10 of them.
Let me hear it. Let me hear
Let's
one
see
of
what
them.
Proverbs say. Proverbs 9 and 10.
Go to Sirach. Do this one first. Go to Sirach 24:33.
Sirach 24:33.
Read that.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 24 and verse 33. It says, I will yet pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it to all ages forever.
I will do what?
I will pour out doctrine as prophecy.
So the doctrine is being described as something that you pour out. That's concerning wine, right? Or drink. That the Bible says that you'll be punished for drinking of the wine or of the dregs of the wrath of her fornication. The wine, Revelation 14:8, the wine of her because that's her doctrine, her teachings. Right? Give me the one for the milk.
This is
try to move quick.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. Right? So that milk is the commandments, right? The law, such commandments. That's why the scriptures say, who's he to gain understanding and doctrine? One that's weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Right? You got to learn the basics. That's what the milk is.
Brother says, if someone says that we should be following the order of Melchizedek, what is your response? We're supposed to follow the commandments and think upon them with reverence. All right. The order of Melchizedek is an explanation for why it's not a foreign idea that a non-Levite becomes your high priest. That's all that is.
Somebody was trying to tell me that
Hebrews 5 and 12 would be better for the milk.
You repenting and now you're keeping the commandments is proof that you're under the order of Melchizedek. That's it.
Edification at its finest. SOT.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. The water. What does this mean? Colossians 3:23. Read that.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23, and it reads thus: And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Christ. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of person.
It's speaking in the generality, talking about the way that you live, and you should do all things from earnest place and with a good heart. You shouldn't be doing anything with a malicious motive, and you should do all things to the glory of the Most High God and His Christ. That's really what it's talking about. Let's go back to the call. Trying to move quick here. We got a lot of people tonight.
All praises.
734. Question or comment?
I just had a question about Jeremiah 4 and 4. Actually, I was wondering who the great destroyer is here, and if you can explain where we go through to break this down.
Go to the scripture.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and 4. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord, and take away the foreskins of your heart, ye men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Lest my fury come forth like fire, and burn that none can quench it, because of the evil of your doings.
What was the question?
He said the great destroyer.
So I'm asking who the great destroyer is in this scenario.
The great
it's talking about the destroyer of the Gentiles.
The destroyer, the destroyer of the Gentiles that's on its way is Nebuchadnezzar. The immediate context. But we all know that.
That's regarding.
Huh?
So that's regarding. Is that according to First Kings? Nebuchadnezzar there?
It's talking about the Nebuchadnezzar that was gonna come and take and carry away Zedekiah and destroy Jerusalem. He was also on a conquering campaign, destroying the other nations. That's the destroyer of the Gentiles. The Most High rose him up to destroy the other nations as well. He didn't just conquer the Israelites, he was conquering the known world. But Jesus Christ is also the destroyer of the Gentiles that's on his way.
Yeah.
And he is the Lion of
That was
Judah.
confusing.
Right.
What he said?
That's what was confusing me because I want to be able to combat if somebody would go here and say that the Gentiles here, because of course I believe this Goy here is, that means nation and people, that means everybody. I was trying to figure out how I would go through and differentiate that.
Well, Salaki.
Well, all nations are Gentiles.
Right.
Everybody is a Goy because you a nation.
You a nation.
Ephraim shall be a multitude of Goy. All right. I would say don't combat unless you completely solid in the doctrine and you've been instructed. You don't even have to argue. But if you did, I wouldn't start my argument from this place.
Right.
All praises.
All praises.
All right, brother, accept that. That's what's up. Let me get one from the YouTube. It says, my rib is saying we not married based on Romans 13:1. Romans 13:1 is not God's law.
It's not.
It's something that Paul said.
Off grip.
Which I understand that we need paperwork for record of our marriage. You don't need paperwork according to the law.
Let's go to the law.
It is just good to do. Right. But I do know that us sleeping together is the fun. Yeah, okay. All right. What makes y'all married is the fact that y'all consummated by having sex.
Right. So are you telling me, like, just before I go there, if y'all do sign paperwork and y'all have the wedding ceremony, y'all sign the paperwork.
Now y'all married?
Even if y'all do, look, you do all of that. If you do not have sex, your wedding, the paperwork is disannulled. It can be disannulled if y'all do not consummate it. That's called the law of consummation, right? Do your homework on that.
And Romans 13 ain't got nothing to do with y'all marriage.
Because it did. Out of what? Are you telling me in order for me and this woman to be committed, say our vows before the Lord and witnesses, for the marriage to be solidified and recognized, I have to have paperwork from the government that tells me I'm married.
Because people, even Israelites, teach that oh well, you got to listen to the higher powers. You got to be subject to the law of the land. Well, there was a time where the law of the land where it was unlawful to keep feast days or call yourself a Jew. Should I have followed that? Because it was the law of the land. I'm not keeping Sabbath because, Antiochus said don't do that.
Right.
Nobody will yield to that. Romans 13:1 has nothing to do with whether y'all are married or not.
Romans 13.
It has nothing to do with that.
Are you sure it's Romans 13:1?
It's literally calling for the people just not to be unruly. All right. Not to be revolting, because it's not going to work in their favor, number one, and it's going to bring more problems than solutions. It has nothing to do with y'all marriage. The sister just wants y'all to get paperwork, so she's trying anything. She's not supposed to be bucking or rebuking you. You're supposed to be teaching her, and I recommend if she resists that wisdom, y'all come to counsel.
Please, brother, please come to counsel.
Go to counsel.
SOTcounsel@gmail.com.
Yes.
Please come to counsel.
Nip that in the bud. Do y'all still want the law on that? Or
She said, I spake with her father as well. What more do you want?
What more do you want? He gave her to you. Is exercise or sitting in a sauna lawful on the Sabbath? I would say exercise is doing your own pleasure, and you should rest. And sitting in a sauna is sitting. That's not a sin. Where there is no law, there is no sin.
Exercise, you're doing too much, man. Just chill out.
Okay, let's go back to the call.
Moving.
816, question or comment?
Soldier Shalom.
What's going on, Doc?
Deuteronomy 10 and 14. Is there a distinction between the heaven and the heaven of heavens in that scripture, or is it the same?
10 and 14. Deuteronomy 10 and 14. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy God. The earth also with all that therein is.
So the heaven is, he was just talking about, he's really speaking poetically, but he's talking about the sky. And then he was talking about the realm where the Lord dwells. Yeah. And he was talking about the earth where we dwell. Yeah. All of that belonged to the Most High.
Kind of the one that's playing the water. The water.
All right, last question. Soldier Michael, question or comment?
Hey, Shalom, Melody Yabashim Shabrakatah.
Yabashim Shabrakatah.
My question is, would you say that there's a difference between the soul and the spirit? And if so, how would you describe that difference?
Nah, that's called tautology. Yeah. Soul and spirit is the same thing. Like the mind and the soul is talking about the same thing. Right? I think it's just tautology. Tautology is repetition of speech using different words to drive home a point. Right? Let's put that on the screen.
Like here's a sentence form of tautology. They climb to the top of the mountain to the peak. The top of the mountain is the peak of the mountain. So that's tautology used in a sentence.
Brothers that make that argument, I'm not talking about him. Brothers that make that argument like to do that so that they can argue for a separation from Christ and his flesh and to prove their Trinity. They like to do that. Tautology, the saying of the same thing twice in different words. That's all.
Right. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Like with the lineage of David. The root and offspring, like that argument.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Because root does not come before the seed.
Right.
Ooh. All right. So with that, we the Sons of Thunder. I want to thank everybody for their wonderful donations. Thank you to our new member that just joined us. We got new content coming your way in the Patreon and the YouTube membership. I'm back in action, doing the editing, and we're gonna get y'all some content. Brothers is doing videos, filming. They got their own camp spots. They got content coming to you.
Shout to Yamir.
Praise the shout to Yamir for all those wonderful poems. Keep them coming. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow morning for Bar. All right, and watch that. And also we will be at camp tomorrow. I think out in Alabama and also in Atlanta. All praise to the Most High. Israel burned in a furnace. You know what it means now.
All praises.
All right, we love you, Israel. It is our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Make sure when y'all call in, because you know how we do this every time. We do the prayer in Hebrew. Make sure that your phone is on mute when you call in. That's all that we ask, man. Y'all stay in the spirit. Peace and safety to the elect in the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.